Hello, and welcome to the English Deep Dive. I am so glad you are here today for what I believe is one of the most important lessons for any serious English learner. Let me ask you a question. Which English are you learning? Are you learning British English or American English? For many students, the answer is, I don't know. I just learn English. But here is the problem. If you mix the two, you sound confused. You might use a British accent, but use American words. Or you might spell words the American way, but use British idioms. This creates a linguistic salad that native speakers find very strange. In the United Kingdom, we have a saying. We are two nations divided by a common language. It is true. While we understand each other, the differences in vocabulary, spelling, and pronunciation are massive. Today, we are going to perform a complete accent and vocabulary surgery. We are going to look at over 100 differences between British and American English. We will cover food, clothing, the home, the car, and the secret rules of spelling. Then, we will engage in a massive 60-sentence shadowing marathon to help you train your brain to stay on the British side. Finally, we will listen to a story about the cultural shock of a British person in New York. By the end of this 35-minute masterclass, you will be an expert on the UK versus USA divide. You will be able to choose your side and speak with consistency and confidence. Are you ready to dive deep? Let's begin. Part 1. Vocabulary. Food and the kitchen. The kitchen is where the most confusion happens. If you go to a restaurant in London and ask for chips, you will get what Americans call French fries. If you want what Americans call chips, you must ask for crisps. Let's practice 10 essential food differences. Listen and repeat the British version after me. In the UK, we say biscuits, not cookies. We say aubergine, while Americans say eggplant. I love eating courgettes, which Americans call zucchini. Pass me the tinned tomatoes, not canned tomatoes. I'm going to the off-license to buy some wine. We call it candy floss. They call it cotton candy. In Britain, we have a starter, not an appetizer. I need some cling film to cover the food. The coriander adds a lot of flavour to the dish. Let's have a takeaway for dinner tonight. Part 2. Vocabulary, clothing and fashion. If you tell a British person you like their pants, they will be very embarrassed. Why? Because in the UK, pants means underwear. If you mean the clothes on your legs, you must say trousers. Let's practice 10 clothing differences. I need to buy a new pair of trousers for work. It's a bit chilly. I think I'll put on a jumper. Don't forget to pack your trainers for the gym. I'm wearing my Macintosh because it's raining. She looks lovely in her new waistcoat. I need some new knickers and socks. He's wearing a smart dinner jacket tonight. I've lost one of my wellies in the mud. Put your rubbish in the bin, please. I need to get my hair cut at the hairdresser's. Part 3. Around the house and the car. Even the building you live in has different names. In London, you live in a flat. In New York, you live in an apartment. When you move between floors, you take the lift, not the elevator. Repeat these British home and car words after me. I live in a small flat in North London. The lift is out of order, so we have to use the stairs. I'll meet you in the garden behind the house. Please put your suitcase in the boot of the car. Check the oil under the bonnet before we leave. I need to find a car park near the city centre. We're going on holiday for 2 weeks in August. The pavement is quite slippery after the rain. I need to top up my mobile phone credit. Let's go to the cinema to see the new film. Part 4. The Secret Rules of Spelling. This is vital for your professional writing. If you write an email to a British boss using American spelling, you might look careless. There are 3 main rules you need to know. Rule 1. The our rule. In Britain, we keep the you. Colour, flavour, honour, neighbour. Americans delete the you. Rule 2. The I's rule. We prefer I's, like organise or realise. Americans use I's. Rule 3. The double L. In Britain, we say cancelled or travelling with 2 L's. Americans use 1. Let's shadow these spelling-heavy sentences. My neighbour has a very colourful garden. I didn't realise that the meeting was cancelled. We need to organise our travel plans soon. Is less than #5. 5# is greater than. It is a great honor to meet you today. I am traveling to London by train on Tuesday. Part 5. Pronunciation Surgery. We have already done a deep dive on the letter T, but there are other major differences. The most important one is the letter R. British English is non-rhotic. We do not pronounce the R at the end of words. We say water. Americans are rhotic. They say water, are. Another difference is the A sound. In the UK, we use a long A for words like bath, grass, and dance. Americans use a short A, like in cat. Let's practice the British pronunciation of these tricky words. I'm going to take a hot bath and relax. The grass in the park is very green today. Would you like to go to a dance class? I can't believe how fast the time has gone. My aunt lives in a beautiful cottage by the sea. Part 6. The Master Shadowing Marathon. Now, we enter the core of our transformation. We are going to practice 60 sentences that use a mix of all the British vocabulary and pronunciation we have learned. This is the ultimate test of your consistency. Do not let the American D sound slip in. Keep your T's sharp and your R's silent. Let's begin. Section A. Daily Conversations. I'm just popping to the shops for some biscuits. Could you put the kettle on while I tidy the lounge? I've got a puncture. I need to change my tyre. The petrol station is just around the corner. I'm absolutely knackered after that long flight. Do you fancy going to the pub for a pint? Is less than #5. 5# is greater than. I've left my mobile charger in the bedroom. It's quite a trek to the station from here. I need to get some cash out of the hole in the wall. Mind the gap between the train and the platform. Section B. Work and Professionalism. I'll send you the schedule for the autumn term. We need to finalize the details of the contract. I'm afraid I'm a bit tied up at the moment. Let's touch base after the lunch break. He's been promoted to head of the department. I'll give you a bell later this afternoon. The company is based in the heart of London. I'm really looking forward to our collaboration. We should prioritize the most urgent tasks. To be fair, the deadline was very tight. Section C. Travel and socializing. We're going on holiday to the seaside in July. I've booked a return ticket to Edinburgh. The scenery in the Highlands is breathtaking. Could you tell me where the nearest toilet is? I'm originally from a small village in Kent. How are you finding your stay in the UK? I'd love to visit the British Museum one day. It's been ages since we last caught up. Take care of yourself and have a safe journey. I'm over the moon that you could make it. Part 7. Story Mode. A Brit in New York. Now, listen to a story about a man named Oliver. Oliver was from London, and he moved to New York for work. On his first day, he went to a cafe and asked for a bottle of water and some biscuits. The waiter looked at him and said, "A bottle of what? And we don't sell cookies here." Oliver felt taken aback. He realized he had to change his vocabulary to survive. Later that day, he tried to find the lift in his office building. He asked a security guard, "Where is the lift, please?" The guard laughed and said, "You mean the elevator? It's right there, buddy." Oliver was getting frustrated. When he finally got home to his apartment, not his flat, he tried to call his mother in England. He realized he had run out of credit on his phone. He walked to a shop and asked for a mobile top-up. The clerk had not the foggiest idea what he was talking about. Oliver sat on a park bench and realized that even though they both spoke English, it felt like a different world. He decided to play it by ear and learn the local slang. By the end of the month, he was wearing sneakers instead of trainers and eating fries instead of chips. But in his heart, he still missed his biscuits and his cup of tea. Part 8. The Rapid Fire UK versus USA Challenge. Let's check your memory. I will say the American word, and you must say the British equivalent: cookies, biscuits. Apartment, flat. Elevator, lift. subway, the underground, or the tube. Gasoline, petrol. Trunk of a car, the boot. French fries, chips. Vacation, holiday. Conclusion. Excellent work today. You have just completed a massive masterclass on the divide between British and American English. You have learned over 100 differences and practiced 60 sentences to sharpen your British voice. My advice to you is this: choose one side and be consistent. If you want to sound British, stick to the British words and spelling. It will make you sound more professional and more native. I have a small homework task for you. Which British word from today was your favourite? Is it biscuits, chips, or maybe knackered? Write it in the comments below. I will read every single one. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the English Deep Dive, and share this with a friend who is confused about the UK versus USA differences. I am so proud of your dedication. Keep practicing, keep choosing the right words, and I will see you in our next lesson. Goodbye for now.